Greetings. I just did a factory reset on my Pro 2006. Just like my Pro 197, I had a lot of lower Rio Grande Valley, Brownsville, Harlingen junk in there. And rather than go in there and delete channels on a 400 channel scanner, I did a factory reset. It needed it anyway. What you do is you turn the scanner on. There's a little hole in the back of the radio. You'll see where it says reset. You open up a paper clip, hit and hold down clear with one hand, and as you're doing that with the other hand, put the paper clip in the back in the hole and hit the reset button. You'll see everything zero out. Release the reset button, hit and release clear again, or release clear, and then your whole scanner is erased. There's nothing in there. And now what I'm doing is I'm putting things back in an orderly fashion. Bank 1, there's 10 banks, 40 channels each. I started with the Marine Coast Guard frequencies, the VHF frequencies, and the corresponding channels will correspond, the channel number for Coast Guard will correspond to the channel in the bank. So I did 1 in channel 1, bank 1, and I skipped 2, 3, 4 because there is no 2, 3, 4 Coast Guard channel. And then I went 5, 6, and so forth. And I went all the way down to 28. Even though technically 24 through 28, I don't usually hear anything, I put them in anyway because those channels in that bank won't be used. So I put it all the way into 28. Then I left 29 through 40 blank. I went into bank 2. I skipped from 40, left them all blank, all the way up to channel 63 to correspond to these numbers, and then I programmed them accordingly. So there's a lot of blank channels in there, but when I see either bank 1, well, it's going to be bank 1, 2, or 3. I don't know if I'm going to put the last 3 frequencies in. I don't want to waste bank 3. It'll go all the way up to 80, right? I don't usually see these being used. I probably won't program them. 81 through 88. Maybe that 88A I think I've seen. I might stick that in one of those blank channels. And that way I don't have to waste 3 banks. But basically 2 banks will cover my US VHF Coast Guard channels. And then after that, I think I'm going to do Federal, bank 3. Where's my Federal stuff? There's some Federal frequencies in here somewhere. There they are, Federal frequencies. On radio reference. I'm going to put the CIA in there. And these you can tell they've been added to because they're yellow, so they're recent. So I'm going to put the CIA. There's more Coast Guard channels, but these are P25. This is an analog scanner, so those won't be useful in there. And I'll put the DEA in there. FBI. ICE, Immigration's Custom Enforcement, and that's specifically for Hampton Roads where we're at, so I'll put ICE in there. The interop channel. I don't know about the Red Cross. I might put those in there. Yeah, I might put those in because, we do get hurricanes and stuff. It'd be nice to have those. Anything else that's going to be useful, U.S. Marshal Service, put that in. National Park stuff, depending on where it is. Like the Shenandoah stuff, I'll probably put in because I may end up bringing that scanner up there next summer. And then, after that, I'm gonna go into the local VHF, UHF analog frequencies, and I'm gonna have this entire thing organized. And I'm gonna do just like I did with my Pro 197. I've got a little card here which tells me where everything is. There's just no way to remember all that. So I'm going to make another one of these cards up for this scanner, and what I do is I just lay them right here by the scanners. Keep in mind I could be monitoring all that stuff with the ICOM 7000 right here, but I kind of leave that for doing amateur radio and stuff, and so I'm going to use these 2 scanners for that. But that's what I'm doing. It takes a long time to rebuild it back. But that's okay. I mean, just do a little bit at a time. Like I just did the first 23 frequencies and channels. and I put them in there now. So I've got time. I'm not going to do it all today. Just slowly basically building the scanner back up from scratch. Everything's clean. I don't have any extra junk in there, and you just organize it. When you're monitoring a lot of stuff, it's kind of like a library. You want it organized in a way that you can remember. You can always carry the card, but it's still helpful to have it in some kind of order that's useful to you. So that's the Radio Shack Realistic Pro 2006. This is still a great scanner. There's channel 21. See, I know that was channel 21 because it was on my channel 21. And if I can't remember what it is, I just look up channel 21. That was U.S. Coast Guard only, 157.050 megahertz. So that's what we're doing. And I think we're going to get back into some HF stuff this weekend with that radio. See if we can pick up something on 10 meters. It's getting where I got to get the dogs out. We're clear.